The Pharaoh Hound is famous for a rare trait almost no other dog breed has. Can you guess what it is? Hint, it's something you can actually see happen when they get excited. Now let's talk about the majestic, regal, lightning-fast Pharaoh Hound that's currently stealing your side of the bed and probably judging your life choices with those ancient Egyptian eyes. Owning a Pharaoh Hound is a bit like inviting a sun-powered supermodel into your home. Graceful, lean, gorgeous, and just a little dramatic. But hey, you already know that. This script is all about helping you master Pharaoh Hound ownership like a pro, or at least someone who doesn't find themselves apologizing to their dog for sneezing too loud. First off, congratulations on welcoming this ancient beauty into your life. Pharaoh Hounds are believed to be one of the oldest dog breeds in the world, with depictions dating back to 4,000 years ago in Egypt. That means your pup's ancestors were literally chilling with pharaohs. So yes, your dog probably does think they're royalty, and they're not wrong. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of Pharaoh Hound care because we both know this isn't your average couch potato Labrador. This is a creature of poise and pride with the zoomies of a caffeinated deer. So how do you keep them healthy, happy, and not turning your backyard into a racetrack? Pharaoh Hounds thrive in an indoor environment with access to a securely fenced yard. We're talking Fort Knox level fencing here. These dogs are Olympic level sprinters and can take off after a squirrel faster than you can say, "Was that a..." Never mind. Their sleek bodies don't do well in the cold either. Once the temperature drops, you'll find them burrowed under your blankets like a tiny shivering burrito. Sweaters and jackets aren't just fashion statements. They're necessities. You'll be raiding the doggy boutique section more often than your own closet. Despite their athleticism, Pharaoh Hounds are surprisingly fond of lounging around. That plush sofa you bought for guests? Yeah, it's theirs now. Let's talk food because Pharaoh Hounds have stomachs that are as refined as their looks. Feeding a high-quality, well-balanced diet is non-negotiable. Whether it's premium kibble or a carefully prepared home-cooked meal, with vet guidance of course, you've got to fuel that sleek Ferrari-like body the right way. And portion control is key. These dogs are naturally slim and shouldn't be fed like they're training for a hot dog eating contest. Treats are fine, but go easy on them unless you want your Pharaoh Hound to go from Egyptian artwork to sausage casing. And don't forget, fresh water should always be available, especially after zoomy sessions that leave them gasping like they just ran the Boston Marathon. If you really want to keep your dog healthy, try the simple bacon and grass trick. Adds up to 5 years to your dog's life. Links in bio. Pharaoh Hounds have energy for days, and you already know that from that time, they ran laps around your kitchen island for 20 minutes straight. These hounds need daily exercise, long walks, high-energy playtime, or, if you're feeling brave, safe off-leash running in a secure area are all essential. Just remember their prey drive is no joke. That little flutter in the bushes, your dog sees it as an Olympic sprinting event, so unless you want your dog to go full National Geographic, off-leash freedom should only happen in fenced areas. They're naturals at lure coursing, agility, and obedience sports. You can basically sign them up for any sport that involves running, jumping, or looking fabulous. And yes, they will beat you in a race every single time. Welcome to the easy part. Pharaoh Hounds are low maintenance in the grooming department. Their short, fine coat sheds lightly throughout the year, but doesn't need much to stay beautiful. A weekly brushing with a soft cloth or a rubber grooming mitt is enough to keep them looking like the runway models they are. Bathing, only when necessary, unless they've rolled in something offensive, which they will do with zero shame. Your dog probably smells better than your roommate. Oh, and don't forget to check those ears and clip their nails. A fancy dog should never click-clack like a tap dancer on hardwood floors. Let's be real. Pharaoh Hounds are smart, very smart, but they're also independent thinkers. That means they may occasionally pretend not to hear you when you say sit, not because they don't understand, but because they're deciding whether it's worth their time. Early socialization is key. Introduce them to new sights, sounds, people, and situations when they're young. Training should be positive, gentle, and consistent. Yell at them and they'll shut down. Praise them like they just won a gold medal, and you'll have a dog who actually listens. Think training training your dog has to be frustrating? Think again. I found this surprisingly simple dog training method that actually works, and it's helped thousands of dog owners finally feel in control. Check out the link in the bio. Thankfully, Pharaoh Hounds are generally a healthy breed, but like all dogs, they come with a few potential issues. Keep an eye out for hip dysplasia or patellar luxation. Though these are rare, regular vet visits are crucial. Get their vaccines, keep up with flea and tick prevention, and do not skip dental care unless you want your dog's breath to smell like a garbage truck. They're a hardy breed but benefit from consistent health checkups. Legal? Absolutely. Pharaoh Hounds are legal to own in all 50 states, including sunny and mysterious New Mexico. They're recognized by the American Kennel Club and the United Kennel Club, so your majestic pup is legit in the eyes of canine society. There are no federal or state laws banning Pharaoh Hounds. Most breed-specific legislation targets dogs with a more intense reputation, like pit bulls and Rottweilers. Pharaoh Hounds are not part of that drama. That said, always check your local city or county rules just to be safe, but overall, Pharaoh Hounds are welcome just about everywhere a fabulous dog should be. In the last video, we asked you about the Pharaoh Hound, a dog that looks like it walks straight out of ancient Egypt. So how can such an elegant and royal-looking dog be a goofy couch potato? Well, Pharaoh Hounds are incredibly athletic and fast, but when they're at home, they also love to relax and enjoy being pampered. Their mix of grace and goofiness is what makes them so unique. Now, why do Pharaoh Hounds sometimes stare at you like they know all your secrets? This intense gaze is actually a trait inherited from their ancient ancestors. They're very intuitive dogs and seem to have an almost psychic connection with their owners, picking up on emotions and moods. As for the zoomies, why do they suddenly run at full speed and then collapse into a nap? Pharaoh Hounds have tons of energy, and when they're not sprinting or hunting, they love to recharge by lying down for a long rest. Pharaoh Hounds are also amazing jumpers. They can leap up to 10 feet in the air. If they spot a squirrel, they can disappear in the blink of an eye due to their speed and agility. Lastly, why are they called ninja clowns? It's because while they're stealthy and fast, they also have a playful, silly side, and that ancient trait, Pharaoh Hounds have been known for their hunting skills for thousands of years, and scientists are still puzzled by how they've kept their skills so sharp. Now, before we wrap this up and send you off to throw another squeaky toy your Pharaoh Hound will pretend to care about, remember that rare trivia question we started with? The Pharaoh Hound is famous for a rare trait almost no other dog breed has. So what is it? Here it is. Pharaoh Hounds can blush. When they get excited or happy, their nose and ears visibly turn pink. It's a completely natural and adorable trait that's unique among dogs. So next time your dog sees you grab the leash or hears the treat bag crinkle, watch closely. You might just catch them blushing like a school kid with a crush. If you found this helpful and entertaining, don't forget to subscribe, drop a comment about your Pharaoh Hound's funniest habit, and check out the other videos on the channel. Who knows what your blushing beauty will teach us next? Next up, have you ever heard of a dog that's as great at sniffing out truffles as it is at being your loyal, playful companion? Meet the Lagotto Romagnolo, the ultimate truffle hunter with a curly coat that'll make you want to give it a cuddle. But what's the secret behind its amazing sniffing powers? How do they detect these underground treasures that even the best humans can't find? But wait, there's more. Why do some people say these dogs have a personality that's a perfect mix of clown and philosopher? What makes the Lagotto Romagnolo so unique compared to other dogs, and why is it sometimes called a living truffle machine? Have you ever seen a dog that seems to know exactly when you need cheering up? What's behind their deep emotional connection with their owners? Oh, and did you know the Lagotto Romagnolo is one of the oldest breeds around, and its history is full of surprises? Where did this incredible dog come from, and how did it evolve to be the truffle hunter we know today? Stick around and tap to find out all the answers and more in our next video. You won't believe the hidden talents of the Lagotto Romagnolo.